You thought this is gonna be a Ben 10 finale? Nah, we're gonna cover the Invincible drama. Now, I'm gonna admit, I'm LARPing here because I haven't seen Invincible. It's a series that's been constantly requested to watch in my second channel, but we just haven't got around that. We're gonna watch Avatar instead. But I'm aware of the drama. I'm aware of the overall community frustrations with this. How many dollars did it go in? Invincible, right? There is a lot of drama happening in the before a couple weeks ago, before too, right? Of JJK versus Invincible budget, right? Because Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 just ended, and a lot of people are saying, "Bro, what? 2.5 million fucking dollars budget for this by Netflix versus 150K." Now, there's a lot of misinformation happening, and also in terms of Japanese animation, if you guys don't know, budget isn't that significant. Of course, money is important. And if you have more money, more resources, more infrastructure, I'm sure you can pull in more talent and such. But the most important thing in the Japanese animation industry is what? Talent and time. Can you have prestigious people working on a project, bringing in other S-tier mercenary animators in, and have enough schedule to deliver art? Of course money matters, but in Japan, the meta is a bit different. But in America, I think it might be also different. And we're gonna go over a lot of the different tweets that I've been seeing around to understand exactly what the fuck is going on and why Invincible, low-key, looks like One Punch Man Season 3. This shit's getting mocked by One Punch Man Season 3. So, first things first is this character, Thrag. I've been seeing a lot of edits about this character before this adaptation of this season. Last year, last season, whatever, anytime new Invincible season happened, a lot of the source material readers are hyping this guy up on TikTok. He's aura merchant. He's so fucking sick. But he pulled up looking like this. And why he looks so chubby? This is a very significant, what's it called? This is also an example of how important art direction is. There's a lot of different art style, like obviously this looks much better, right? Chiseled jaw, more like a jawline, looks menacing. This guy just looks like a chubby Latino guy. What's going on right now? Listen here too, right? This scene, a lot of people have been spreading this around. He looks so epic. And what? What the fuck is this? This isn't even talking about animation right now. This is art direction. Who the fuck is on this project, saw the source material and said, yeah, make him look bloated. Yeah, make him look chubby. He looks like a fucking chubby young. A lot of people are dragging Thrag, saying, bro looks gentrified. Bro looks like he's from a fucking white neighborhood. I don't know why. A lot of people, I guess, just want to shit on him. Everybody. Like, this is the art. What the fuck is this? Look at the difference. It's ridiculous. How did he turn? At least he added some shadow texture in the face here. And, you know, this one looks a little bit better with the comp navy. But still, it just doesn't hit, bro. It just doesn't fucking hit. Why are they doing this? I don't know. Don't like how they made Thrag look like in this show. So I also made my own edit of it. Let me know what you think. Google Gaga ass looking. According to Amazon Prime, these two are the same character. It's crazy, bro. This part. I'm not gonna obviously play the entire thing, but we're gonna just kind of watch the thing, okay? Just gonna scroll over it. Thank you, QW, with the 8 months, sorry, of Prime. So this is a fight happening. Let's just play it. I'm gonna put my face over a little bit. But you know what I mean? Like, there's not a single example of weight and impact in the fight scene. Now, I guess they are in space, and maybe the immersion of zero gravity fight is dragging the models around, but it's very lackluster. The fights, the punches, the hits, there's no oomph behind it. And a lot of people are like, what the fuck is going on with this? I guess these characters aren't that significant. You know what I mean? Like, you can't expect like the best key animations to happen for side characters, but a lot of people are just looking at shit like this, and I'm just getting reminded me of One Punch Man Season 3. To bait, if you know what I'm talking about. Bring back the porn animators. What's this, man? Hey, man. 1 Point spent season 3 director would like to have a word with you if you're into hentai. So, Thaddeus is top 3 strongest Viltrumite currently. Anissa could not believe how he was beating his general light work. Alright, let's look at some of the clips. And again, I'm gonna just kind of like hover my face over to just kind of deal with the copyright stuff. But the flying... Yeah, it just... That part, okay, that part right there, okay. This, it just feels like they're all just in zero Earth right now. It's so... Like, again, there's no momentum, there's no impact, there's no weight. Shit's just moving at a linear speed back and forth. And it's so sad. Let's see some of this. Their floating levitation animation is so fucking bad. Also, why is he so cheeked the fuck up? Holy fuck, Unk got cake. Ass analysis. This is more ass than I see in most anime waifus. Holy shit. This guy bald. Bro bald. Baldy. Oh my god, look at this cut. That's a headbutt? Bro, what? Do you know what I'm saying? The overall movement is so lackluster. There is no impact. There's no significance in the movement. Shit's gliding around like we're lubed the fuck up. What the fuck is this? What is actually going on? Okay, I saw a lot of this guy just squatting like Nicki Minaj, you know, ass pose when season 1 dropped. What is going on? What is Just some booty cheeks, literally, bro. Some other examples. So there's some interesting updates, right? So this Twitter account and a random comment, who knows what's going on? Someone from the staff already has responded because it's been a year, it's sad. So let's read it. So it's just like a random YouTube comment. Who knows? But hey, let's get some receipts. I actually was on the VFX compositing team for Invincible Season 2 and Season 3. I appreciate the level of polish you've attempted here, as in like they're adding a little bit of like, you know, texture, right? The shading, the brightness of the lens, right? Trying to make it, you know, more than like one-dimensional, just fucking shadow style. Trust me, when I tell you there was a lot of sequences when we would have wanted to take final look to this level, but with most episodes having upwards to 200 plus FX shots, this just isn't feasible given the delivery timeline. So again, schedule is always an issue. Also, the team was comprised of about 4 people, including the editor. Maybe if we had 10 plus compositors all taking shots, then maybe, but with such a small team, it wasn't possible. This part is very telling. So you have a lot of budget with this, but the timing is sus. And no matter how much you have elite talent, if you give Gordon Ramsay 30 seconds to cook chicken, it's gonna come out raw. You can't do much about that. But again, if there were 10 fucking people cooking multiple chickens at the same time, right? The analogy here is, okay, time constraint, but you have more people in to kind of help with this shit. They don't even have that. They have a skeleton crew and the schedule is fucking bad. Also, you have to consider the overall tonal look of the show is up to the art director, who has final say of how much or how little compositing lighting is done to each shot, because then you veer into potential inconsistency with Robert Kirkman's overall aesthetic vision for Invincible. Robert Kirkman's overall aesthetic vision for Invincible? Who is that guy? Is he the author? Do you think he's happy about this? I think that random scenes looking fucking better like this is better than having consistent dog shit to whatever respects some vision that the author had. And the author probably looks at us and says, please, no. Just fucking stop doing it. And then we have Samantha Cartwright coming in. And this person was one of the 4 people. They actually worked on Invincible. Of course, we all wanted to look as polished as possible. There just wasn't enough time or manpower. Best I could do is add some lighting shadow to work on 1 or 2 sequences per episode. Since they're 40 to 55 minutes, we did our best. Again, the talent is there. They just don't have time. And If not gonna, it's like the scheduling issue. It's also a skeleton crew. I think it's pretty sus that like it's like this, right? What's going on? You have so much money in the budget. Where's the money going? A lot of people are saying voice actors, voice actresses, right? They have some elite, you know, actors, you know, celebrities coming in with that shit, right? Like my previous teammate in the opening said, OP said, doing one sequence that looks like advanced as the edits isn't viable unless the whole show can look like that. Otherwise, it's stylistically too different. It ends up being a lesser of the evil situation. Thank you, Assad, for the gifted. Appreciate it. So this is interesting because in Japanese animation, you have key animators that come in to really pop off, right? The overall storyboard of the director gives leniency and the creative pursuit, you know, freedom to the key animators, and then the animation just fucking cranks up. Do we complain about that? No, we're just like, holy fuck, animation kicked in. It looks amazing. Does the rest of the episode suddenly get sacrificed because this cut was good? I don't know. Like the idea here is they don't want to add polish into certain moments or whatever, because then that really stands out and makes the other garbage look even worse. Anyways, that's their team design, right? That's their team direction. This unexpectedly blew up overnight. Just wanted to clarify that the YouTube comment is referring to the VFX compositing team. I was not an animator. I was a compositor on Invincible. I was also treated very well and given a lot of support during my time on this shit. Compromised? Listen, I'm not gonna expect people that are beholden to, you know, corporations to, you know, say what's the truth. They have their own livelihoods and careers to keep track of. They're not gonna crash out and say all this shit and say fuck Netflix and whatever, right? I'm sure they were treated well, but is that really the truth? I would honestly, I wouldn't even get involved because I want my job safety, right? Also just thought it'd be worth mentioning that Invincible is my favorite comic and has been since I was in college studying at to work in the industry. Working on what is an adaptation of my favorite comic book is my crowning achievement in working in entertainment. Hey, that's great. It's great. It's just that your crowning achievement in your magnum opus, right, and your favorite, you know, show that you grew up reading is getting this type of adaptation. It's pretty fucking sad. So again, this is the main assumption. You have all the budget. Where's the money going? It's not going into more resources, more headcount, better infrastructure, better scheduling. Where's it going? The celebrity cast. And this part is also very fascinating in how American companies work versus Japanese companies, right? Because the voice actors, Japan is no different. In fact, if you look at this, right? Japanese voice actor salary wage gap, right? It's actually fucking crazy. This is a popular image that's always been roaming around, but it's a little visual interpretation of what elite A-list voice actors can be making compared to, let's say, the animator, you know, part-timer. This is so sad. I don't know how accurate this list is still, because this shit was a long time ago, right? But I think it is still quite obvious that A-list voice actors get paid a lot. A lot. But exactly how much? How much are they getting paid compared to, let's say, like, yeah, Steven Yeun or like J.K. Simmons or what? Wait, people were saying Will Smith is on. Is that true? Lucy from Fallout was only used as a 10-second cameo? Okay. So I just want to bring up this information to portray that, like, it's not too different in Japan, right? Yet why is it seemingly this is more significant? I don't know if anyone has some inside information. You know what? Let's do a little check. Let's go to AI mode. Hey. How compare celebrity voice actors in Hollywood, like Invincible, what is it, season 4, versus Japanese elite voice actors. What is the like what is the let's say, like, I don't know, what is the money difference? Would the AI be able to give us some sort of context? The pay gap between Hollywood celebrity voice actors and elite Japanese seiyuu is staggering. For a major production like Invincible, a single top Hollywood actor can earn per episode what an elite Japanese voice actor might take an over. Okay. Now, if this is true, and again, right, when I use AI tools, you're not just supposed to believe it. I'm just trying to bring in extra data, and other people can perhaps bridge the gap. But it sounds like them Americans, this a whole ass money laundering scheme. They getting paid out the fucking wazoo. So Hollywood celebrity, top lead like Steven Yeun getting paid $200K. Japanese elite Seiyu. Okay, this isn't even same. Wow, this is fucking disgusting, bro. This is fucking disgusting. J.K. Simmons, Sandra Oh my god. Dude, this isn't even... How many order of magnitude difference is this? What? What? Even supporting cast! Now, key difference in income structure, production budget allocation. Invincible reportedly spends roughly 2.5 million per episode. Again, I don't know how true this is. There's a lot of misinformation going on with the comparison with JJK, but a lot of money invested. With the massive portion dedicated to its stars, in contrast to high-end animation, like this is the thing, right? I don't know how true this is. A lot of people were, you know, contentious about this point too, but just wanted to kind of look at exactly what the difference is, and it looks like, yeah, the difference is quite staggering. The numbers may not be completely accurate, but the fact that there's a complete multiple order of operation differences. Holy shit, yeah. Well, we're gonna have to watch the Giguk video to clarify the video, right? It was this one. And here's another video I want to show you. Because there's a lot of people that are frustrated about Invincible animation and the flying. This is One Fly Man. Right? This is... You know what? I can appreciate the smoke in the background. Not as detailed or, you know, fluid as, let's say, Sentenced to be a Hero. But you know what? The texture of the smoke in the background, it's not bad. I think it's good. But the focus is obviously the characters. And there's no fabric. Well, there were like spandex suits. No like change in hair. It's just zoom scaling in and out. You know what I mean? You're literally just scaling the models bigger as it gets closer to the screen. And then shit like this exists. Right? This cut here. This is a season 1 cut. It looks fucking unreal. Let's play a bit of it. Wow! That's a key animation. That's when you say, holy fuck, they're locking in. You can sense the speed, the impact, how fast he went, and the destruction that comes after because he's going so fucking fast. What happened? What happened? Now, am I comparing, like, again, such an insane moment versus, let's say, maybe this is not that insane, right? Maybe this is, again, just like side character moment. It's not that crazy of a scene, but there's issues, man. There's fucking issues. Overall, my take with the Invincible situation is art direction matters a lot. We're not even just talking about like actual animation. I'm just talking about character models and overall compositing. Thrag got done dirty. Who is this? Who is this guy? I'm literally LARPing because I don't know who he is, but I've seen a lot of fan art. I've seen a lot of source material stuff. And this guy just looks so fucking bad. Again, more examples of like, you know, the before and after. It's crazy how much of a difference there is in just compositing here. Is there that much going on? Not really. Just extra lighting, shading, texture of the skin, bright, vibrant. It looks alive. Here, just looks kind of dead. It just looks kind of dead. And you know what? Maybe you would assume that like, okay, what's that type of style in animation? Kagenashi or something? Shadowless? There is this like technique where by simplifying the overall elements in the screen and removing the shadows, you can then prioritize different elements of animation to really make it pop more, right? Make it move more, right? There's different ways to do it, but that's not what's happening here. This is not that. This is literally just bland fucking art. It just, look how much of a difference there is in just the skin texture. It's crazy. Comp is so insane. Comp and overall art direction, I think, would have at least given something, right? Even if you have just PNG flights, but goddamn, bro. Sad to see. And at this rate, are we gonna actually react to Invincible? Or do people even care about it? Now, I hear that the acting, right? The voice acting is actually really great. And the story is compelling. But fuck, bro. It's sad to see when a show, like when you, like this is again giving me trauma of like One Punch Man or other anime adaptations where source material got butchered and we're just like coping of like, at least the story is good, guys. At least the story is good. I guess we're gonna watch a PNG show, a slideshow presentation, whatever. And I saw a lot of people. Whenever you complain online, obviously there's two parties. One side shitting on it. Garbage. Fuck you, Netflix. All this money provided. You should be ashamed. And then the other side is immediately corporate bootlicking. Oh my god. These people will complain about everything and say that the show is the worst thing ever when the story is so fucking amazing. Bro, come on. The voice acting, the overall character acting, the story, it's so good. I think that if you're okay with just taking shit, you're gonna be given shit. And this situation, I don't think is like One Punch Man Season 3. Where what? A studio got sabotaged with a fucked up schedule where it was doomed from the beginning with limited funding. This seems to be, holy shit, there's a lot of funding. And their vision of what a good product is not good animation, good art direction. It's celebrity cast to make people be like, oh, hey, that actor or that famous actress, they're in the show. Oh my god, let's watch it. I think a lot of people in like the corporate like decision makers are of the belief that like, listen, celebrity casting is more important than making better animation, which is really sad. So yeah, you can expect Chris Pratt to be playing one of the characters in next season. No hate to him, the Mario movie was actually fucking great. See you next time.